to the races. It's getting dangerous. I'm here for the thrill, and I'm feeling amazing.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Hello and welcome to the Adrian College softball field here in Adrian, game 2 of 2. Our doubleheader action
this afternoon between Adrian and St. Mary's. Bulldogs took game 1 by a score of 11-0 in 5 innings. Here we are in game number 2. The Bulldogs will be the visitors today. My name is Ian Wendt. Our engineers for today are Josh Mitchell and Gia Avalone on the Adrian College Sports Network. So the Bulldogs batting first. We will run through the order. It's going to be Taylor Gerhardt in right field, Megan Lupu in center batting second, Abby Hoff, the designated player, batting third, Haley DeChalk, the second baseman, batting fourth, Peyton Russell behind her in the first base position. Maggie Levier, the catcher, will bat next. And then it's the shortstop, Kara Carson Malinich. Then it's Elena Craig and Jenna Moresco rounding out the order in left field. Abby Patton will do the pitching for Adrian College here this afternoon in game 2. They're going to face the St. Mary's pitcher, number 13, Sophie Allen, getting the start today. So Gerhardt will gear up and get ready to go here in game number 2. Bulldogs looking to get this MIAA sweep. Gerhardt coming into the day a .358 hitter. Second in the team in batting average behind her teammate in the outfield, Megan Lupu, who will bat second behind her. The first offering is called a ball. Little breeze out from left center field today. Partly cloudy skies. Temperatures have hit 80 here in southern Michigan. Second offering is hit on the ground through the third baseman's glove and into left field for a base hit. So a nice start for the Bulldogs as Gerhardt finds herself on first base. Starting is Sam McKitka in the circle, actually, for St. Mary's. So a lot of spades on the bases, a lot of speed out there. Gearhart at first. Lupu, plenty of speed as well. She's at home plate. She squares to bunt, hits it down the third base line, and it goes just foul. Or did it not? It went past the third base bag, so it's a base hit for Lupu. So a good start for the Bulldogs with Gearhart over at second base. Lupu at first. Going to bring up Abby Hoff, who went yard in the first game. No doubter out to dead center field. Bulldogs are the visitors here in game number 2 here of our doubleheader. The pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Righty versus lefty. Back-to-back base hits to open this one for Coach Kaylee Fox and the Bulldogs. Pitch is fouled off back at home plate. McKitka, the junior from Naperville, Illinois. 3 juniors on the St. Mary's roster. Just 1 senior. So 1-2 count on Hoff. Puts it foul down the third base line, out of play. It's a no ball, 2-strike count on Hoff. Kitka delivers outside. Ball 1. Bulldogs plated 1 in the first inning of the first game. Inning 2 was their big one. They put up 6 in that frame. Hoff with the 1-2. Awaits. Slaps it to left field, and that's going to be down for a base hit and more. Gearhart rounding third. She's going to score. Lupu puts on the brakes at third. Now it's a misplay in left, and Lupu's going to score standing up. It's a nobody out. Bases clearing, a 2 RBI double for Abby Hoff, and it gives the Bulldogs an early lead here in the first. Took that ball the other way, didn't try to do a lot with it. Left fielder Zimmerman had some issues getting the ball in, and that allowed Lupu to come around and score. So 3 hits consecutive for the Adrian lineup, and now it's Adrian's second baseman, Haley DeChalk. With her first at bat, she gets plunked by the pitch, and she'll make her way to first base. Good first game for DeChalk at the plate and in the field. She's caught a lot of games for the Bulldogs in her career, so she might be used to that kind of contact. So Hoff the runner at second, DeChalk at first. And now it's Peyton Russell, who has 2 home runs this week, hit 2 in a game against Capital on Tuesday. And the righty facing the righty McKitka. Takes a strike. Oh, and 1 on Russell. 310 hitter coming into the game today. 23 RBIs. This one is a fastball taken upstairs. 2-0 Adrian in the top of the first. NCAA softball here on the Adrian College Sports Network. This one taken right there for a strike, the inside part of the plate. Good spot for that pitch. Again, one of the few upperclassmen for Jordan Walter and the St. Mary's College Bells. Freshmen and sophomores all over the field. The Kitka's pitch hits Russell, and she's going to take her base. So not the ideal start for St. Mary's on the counter. It is for Adrian. They've had 3 hits and now 2 hit batters. And the bases are loaded up for the Bulldog catcher, Maggie Levier. They're going to have a conference on the mound. There's nobody out still in this first inning, and a 2-0 tally. Bulldogs are the visitors in the second game. Little conference in the circle between Lydia Hinga and Mikitka. So Levier a chance to open this game up early. Still nobody out, and the bases are full of Bulldogs. Hoff, DeChalk, and Russell, at first. First pitch to Levier. Hits it in the air to right field. The play is going to be made, and tagging is Hoff. The throw won't get there, so it's a sacrifice fly for Maggie Levier. Hoff put on the afterburners, getting in from third base. And the throw from right field was cut off. Allen made the play to get the out, but the run does score, and it's a 3-0 Adrian College lead. Just one out in this first inning. And now it's up to Carson Malinich playing shortstop. Right-handed hitter. Kitka's pitch is low. Might have been outside as well. Looks to the wristband for the pitch. Rocks back and into her set. Cut on and fouled back behind home plate. Up and over the protective netting of the good crowd here at the Adrian College softball field. Slight breeze now blowing in from center. Malinich waits. Takes a cut at it and puts it foul right back to the screen for a 1-2 count. 3 runs on 4 hits in this first inning. Couple of hit batters. Sacrifice fly. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Malinich swings and rolls one over to short. They go to second, and they can't complete the out at second, so Russell's going to be safe. It's an error on the St. Mary's infield, and could have been a chance for at least one, if not an ending double play. But a St. Mary's mistake puts the Bulldogs in business once more, and it loads, or rather sends a run home. And now there's runners at second and third. Rather brought the runner in from third. Runners at first and second for the Bulldog third baseman, Alana Craig, number 8 hitter in this AC lineup. So DeChalk came in to score on that St. Mary's mistake. Craig ahead in this count, now 1-0. Looking at the online scoring, it's 4 runs on 3 hits. 1 St. Mary's error as Craig takes a strike. Elena this season, a .326 hitter. It's her 21st game played. Hits this one behind first base, foul ground, and the catch will be made for the second out for the Bells. It's Alexis Rauch making the catch. So now there are 2 away, 2 on for the Bulldog number 9 hitter, Jenna Marasco. Had a very nice game 1, 3 for 3. Nearly gets hit by that first pitch. It's inside for ball 1. For 4-0 Adrian, top of the first inning. Game 2 of 2 between these 2 MIAA foes. As this one's hit in the air to center field, that's going to drop for a hit. Russell's going to put on the brakes at third, so the bases are loaded again, and Marasco continues to hit well today. and turns the Bulldog lineup over as Taylor Gearhart back in the box. She's 1 for 1. Scored a run earlier in this inning. Dogs started this top of the first 3 for 3. It was Gearhart, Lupu, and Hoff with base hits. So Gearhart a chance here with the bases full and 2 out. First pitch called a strike on the inside part of the plate. The 0-1 from Makitka. High for ball 1. Adrian is 21-12 this season, 7-4 in the conference. St. Mary's 8-15, a 2-7 mark in the league. Makitka's pitch. Gearhart rolls it over to short, throws over to first for out number 3. So the Bulldogs plate 4 on 4 hits, 1 St. Mary's error, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Adrian College 4, St. Mary's College 0. This is Bulldog softball on the Adrian College Sports Network.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school. These people.
Hello and welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Ian Wendt. We have Josh Mitchell, Gia Avalone making it all happen today in Adrian. The Bulldogs softball team leading St. Mary's 4-0. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, we're going to see the Adrian College senior starting pitcher from Greenwood, Indiana, pitching against the Bells from Indiana, Abby Patton. She's going to face number 22, Talia Jorgensen, the freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota. The first pitch by Patton is called a ball. Macy Shong, the pitcher in game 1, more of the pace pitcher. Patton, more of a off-speed pitcher, as this one is slapped into center field for a leadoff base hit for St. Mary's. It's eerily similar to how they started the first game, where the first 2 batters reached base via a hit. So the number 2 hitter, Laura Heim, a sophomore from Howards Grove, Wisconsin. Runner at first, ball outside by Patton. Abby this year a 3.29 ERA, an 8-5 record. This will be her 16th start, as this one's called a strike. 2 complete games, 66 innings pitched, 77 hits allowed, 31 earned runs. She has struck out 37 and walked 21. It's more of a contact pitcher, as the bunt is on and pulled the bat back for a ball. Called it home plate. Two and 1. This one chopped foul right behind home plate. Runner at first is the leadoff hitter. Patton with a 2-2 count. Slapped on the ground over Patton to short. Malinich, quick throw to first. Gets the runner there, but it advances Jorgensen to second. But good work to get the out. That's a slow-moving ball. just want to get one out. They get the runner at first base, and there's one away with a runner at second. And now it's the designated player, number 4, Gia Chavon. Patton's first pitch, a fastball called a strike, knee high. Oh, one from the righty Patton. It's called a strike, but it goes off the glove of Levier, so Jorgensen able to swipe third. Just off the tip of the glove by Levier. Not sure what happened there. It was a strike on the play. Must have had some rotation on it. So a runner at third. Savone the batter. 0-2. It's bounced up. Levier's right there on it, so no threat to score for St. Mary's on that one. Chavone, a .375 hitter coming into the game. Takes a fastball outside. Just 8 RBIs on the season. 21 hits and 56 trips. 2-2 count now. Swung on and rolled to third. Craig checks the runner, throws across the diamond for the out. Well, one place you don't want to hit the ball is right to third if you're going to put it on the infield. So the Bells stay off the board. Craig with the nice put out. And now it is Hunter St. Peter, .328 hitter. Prior to today, 64 plate appearances and 21 hits. Patton, the righty, against the righty St. Peter, takes a strike called at home plate. St. Peter playing shortstop here. She hits one off her foot. That's going to be a foul ball. Jorgensen still at third base. 2 outs. It's an 0-2 count now. As Patton looks to strand that runner at third. Looks in for the pitch. Here it is. Hit high in the air. Tchak takes 2 steps back, but gives way to Gearhart in right field. And the Bells threaten, but do not score. The Bulldogs back to the dish when we return. It's Adrian College 4, St. Mary's College nothing. This is Bulldogs softball right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduated.
We welcome you back to the Adrian College Sports Network. Abby Patton works through a little bit of trouble in the first inning for St. Mary's. And now the Bulldogs begin the top half of the second inning of this Game 2 of the MIAA series between Adrian and St. Mary's. Ian Went right here with you. Gia Avalone and Josh Mitchell behind the scenes this afternoon. 4-0 Dogs. Megan Lupu to lead off this second frame. Bulldogs visitors in Game 2. Quickly, a 2-ball count to the speedster center fielder. Here's the 2-0, and it hits Lupu in the arm. So another hit batter for the St. Mary's starter, Sammy Mikitka. And Lupu finds her way at first base. Dangerous spot for her as she has swiped 22 bases this season. And a chance for Hoff, who is 1 for 1 as she slaps this one into left center field. That's down for at least one. Lupu flying around third. She's going to score standing up as Hoff makes her way to second base. That's a loud RBI double for Hoff. She continues to hit well here today. Makes the score now 5-0 in this top of the second inning. Tkachuk to the plate as she was hit by a pitch in her first trip. Takes this one, must have been a little high for a ball. Nikitka's offering to Tkachuk is slapped foul back to the screen behind home plate. Bulldogs have this game with St. Mary's, 2 at Olivet on Wednesday, April 30th. Then they're home for Hiram College May 1st. And they finish their regular season here on Senior Day, May 3rd against Kalamazoo College. First pitch at 1 o'clock for that one. The chalk up in the count here. 2 balls and a strike. Takes a ball outside. Hoff, the runner at second, reached there on a RBI double. Peyton Russell waits on deck. Mikitka winds and fires. This is called a strike. So it fills up our count, 3-2 on Haley Tkachuk. 5-0 Bulldogs in this top of the second. Takes ball 4. Looked a little bit low. So the bases continue to be busy for the black and gold. As the Bulldog first baseman, Peyton Russell, strides in. She's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in this one. So improving that on-base percentage. She bats with 2 on and nobody out. Strike on the inside corner. Good spot by Mikitka. Big swing and a miss by Russell on the off-speed pitch. Couldn't lay off. It's an 0-2 count. Mikitka brings it off the plate and away. Russell laid off. Hoff, the runner at second. Tkachuk at first. Russell, the batter. Levier waits on deck. Here's the 1-2. Stays alive. Send it foul back over the press box. Russell this year, .310 hitter. Takes that one outside. Working through it here. 2-2 on the Bulldog first baseman. Swings and misses on the outside pitch. Goes down for out number 1 in the visiting half of the second inning. Now Maggie Levier up. Officially no at bat in this one. Sacrifice fly. She takes a strike on the first pitch. Two on and one out. Levier takes a ball. Evens our count 1-1, 1 away, 2 on. Visiting half of the second, 5-0 Adrian. And this pitch well up and away. Hoff at second from an RBI double. The chalk at first. Hit by a pitch and walked in this game. Levier slaps this one into the gap, right center field. This one's going to bang up against the fence. Hoff's going to come around and score. Coming in from third and sliding safely is Haley DeChalk, and it's a 2 RBI double for the Bulldog catcher Maggie Levier as she continues to pace the Bulldogs in terms of RBIs. She got every bit of that one. Forces a circle visit as St. Mary's finds themselves down now by a tally of 7-0. Head coach Jordan Walter trying to find a way to slow down this Bulldog attack. Talking to her junior pitcher. Bulldogs with 7 runs on 6 hits. Two hits today for Hoff. And the visit's complete. Now with 1 out in the top of the second inning, it's Carson Malinich, the Bulldog shortstop. Has an RBI today. 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Swings at one inside of the hands, and it's popped up and caught by the St. Mary's catcher, Lydia Hinga. And that is how the second out is recorded. So got Malinich to swing on a pitch in on the hands. And that's going to bring Elena Craig back to the plate. Her second appearance this afternoon in this second game. Fly out in her first at bat. First pitch swung on and hit right to the shortstop, up in the air, and that's 2 quick outs. And the Bulldogs are retired. But 3 runs batted in. Abby Hoff and Maggie Levier doing damage for the Bulldogs at the dish. It's 7-0 AC. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Bulldog softball right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public.
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Went, Gia Avalone, and Josh Mitchell today. You won't hear from two of those people. Just hear from me. Bulldogs in the field now. Abby Patton back to work with a 7-0 advantage over St. Mary's. It is the home half of the second where St. Mary's bats. It is the pitcher, 27, Sam McKitka, at the plate. And she has a 2-1 count as Patton put a strike over. Bulldogs 7 runs on 6 hits. St. Mary's no runs on 1 hit. As this one is slapped right to Russell at first base. Takes a step and a half to her left for the first out of the second inning. That's what you call an atom ball. Russell didn't have to do much. Now it's the first baseman for the Bells, Alexis Roch. And this one is put on the ground, foul down the third baseline. Rauch is, according to the roster, I have the lone senior on the St. Mary's squad from Cassopolis, Michigan, went to Niles High School. As she watches ball one. .211 hitter coming into the game. Takes a called ball. Must have missed just inside. Patton wanted that one. This one is up and in for ball 3. Kind of crossed up. Levier behind the plate. Thought the pitch was going one way. And Patton put it in a different spot. So Rauch with a 3-1 count. Rolls it on the ground to short. Goes right through Malinich on an awkward hop. And that's going to make its way into the outfield for a 1-out base hit for Rauch. And the Bells get one on here in the home half of the second inning, just the second hit for St. Mary's today in this second contest. Bulldogs took game 1 11-0 in 5 innings. First offering to the center fielder, Maddie Angolia. Patton the righty, Angolia bats left-handed. Squares to bunt. Pulls the bat back, but called a strike. So the third baseman, Craig, and the first baseman, Russell, on high alert now for the possibility of a bunt. Rauch the runner at first, Angolia at the plate. 1-1. Slapped and rolled to third. Craig scoops and throws on the run. Gets the speedster at first base for the second out of this bottom of the second inning. Craig with a couple nice plays over at third base. Again, look at the stats between the two Bulldog starting pitchers. Macy Shong more of the strikeout hitter or pitcher. Patton more of the pitch to contact. We've really seen that on display right now, as it's now the catcher for St. Mary's, Lydia Hingun. She hits the 1-0 right back to Patton on a bounce, flips to Russell for the final out of the bottom of the second inning. So the Bells get another hit. They leave the runner stranded. It's Adrian College 7, St. Mary's College nothing. This is Bulldog softball right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
I'm a recent graduate from Michigan State University.
I'm an underwater cinematographer.
So I didn't really decide I wanted to become a pilot till after college.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
Involve yourself as many opportunities that you can.
The number one most important thing is knowing your own weaknesses.
Proper planning.
Breakfast.
It's always something different, something new.
The fact that you can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
No, I'm doing the live stats. That scoreboard was wrong with the hits. Welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. Game 2 of this MIAA doubleheader here in Adrian, featuring the Bulldogs and St. Mary's College Bells. I'm Ian Wendt. Thanks for being along with us today. Josh Mitchell, Gia Avalone, our engineers this afternoon. Dogs batting here in the visiting half of the third inning, as they split home and away between the doubleheaders. The number 9 hitter, Jenna Marasco, leads off this inning. She's 1 for 1 today. She's 4 for 4 in these last 2 games as she takes a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Marasco this season, a .329 hitter. 32 starts, including today. She slaps this one right to the second baseman, and a bobble. And boy, when you're hitting as well as Marasco is today, sometimes it just goes your way. It should probably be an error on the St. Mary's second baseman, Jorgensen. That was a ground ball that probably should have made a play on. So Marasco finds her way to first base. And it's Taylor Gearhart popping up to the pitcher on the first pitch for the first out. And Marasco wisely scampers back to first base. Awkward swing there for Gearhart. 1 out for the center fielder, Megan Lupu. Lupu has a hit by pitch, and 2 runs scored today. Makitka's first offering is outside for ball 1. 7-0 AC, top of the third. Runner at first base is Marasco. We have a timeout at home plate. Okay, now we're ready. And Marasco goes on the pitch. The throw gets down there, but the ball was dropped by the shortstop, Hunter St. Peter. I thought they had Marasco by a step. Just can't complete the play, so a steal for the Adrian College left fielder. Puts her in scoring position with Lupu at the plate with a 1-1 count. 1 away in the top of the third. Lupu puts a foul almost into her own dugout. Lupu steps back in. Center fielder senior from Oxford, Michigan. Slightly open stance, front of the batter's box. And the pitch is high and outside for a ball to even up our count. Marasco, the runner at second. Lupu steps in. It's a 2-2. Hit hard to left field, but right at the left fielder to make that catch. And the second out of this inning. Zimmerman hit it right to her. And she makes the play. Lupu is out. And there's 2 away in the top of the third. And it is Hoff time as Abby steps in, the junior from Auburn, Michigan. Already in this game, 2 hits in 2 trips, 2 runs scored, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs for Hoff. Hoff with a runner at second, 2 outs, took a ball on the first pitch. Wind blowing in from right field. Hasn't really affected Hoff today. Hits this one foul up over the netting behind us here in the press box. The ball and a strike to Hoff. This team is kind of split on if they wear batting gloves or not. I think it's about 50-50. Hoff elects to wear them as she takes ball 2 on that offering from Makitka. Four runs in the first, 3 in the second. Hoff takes a ball off the plate and away. Haley DeChalk on deck. Should Hoff reach? And she offers at the pitch outside, so fills the count 3-2. Marasco hanging out at second. Makitka trying to get through this inning unscathed. The 3-2 to Hoff. Just gets a piece of that foul down the third base line. Makitka approaching 60 pitches in this one. The 3-2 again to Hoff. It's outside, ball 4. So Hoff reaches base again, her third trip to the base paths, though the first 2 times she hit a double. But she'll take a walk here to give Haley DeChalk a chance with 2 outs. In the top of the third, Bulldogs batting, visiting here in the second game of the doubleheader. They were the home team on the scoreboard in the first contest. DeChalk takes high. No official at bat for DeChalk today. She walked and was hit by a pitch. She has scored both times she's been on base. DeChalk hits it hard over the second baseman's head. Marasco will round third. She's going to score. The ball gets to the wall, and standing at second is DeChalk. Ball gets away from the shortstop, and here comes Hoff to score. Hoff all the way from first base on another St. Mary's fielding mistake. And it puts Adrian up here big in the third inning. That was a laser beam by DeChalk. Got to the fence in the outfield in a flash. Marasco scored easily. And Hoff reached, I believe, on another St. Mary's error. Swinging and missing at the first pitch is Adrian. First baseman Peyton Russell. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Makitka offers outside. 2 outs. DeChalk the runner at second base. So that's 3 St. Mary's errors in this one. As this one's hit hard to left, that's going to find some grass. That's going to bounce off the wall, and here comes DeChalk to score. Russell hustling to second. She's going to be in there, standing with an RBI double. That thing was laser beam-esque. Back-to-back from DeChalk and Russell. And the Dogs are up 10 as they bat here in the top of the third. There's still 2 outs in this top of the third, and I think St. Mary's will go to their bullpen, and we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a break when they do that. Bulldogs 10 runs on 8 hits. St. Mary's no runs on 2 hits. 3 errors for the Bells in the field. We'll be back right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
10 years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear, happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning.
Sorry. Welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. The pitching change has taken place. And for St. Mary's College, it's going to be 17, Ashlyn Yeo. Yeo, a freshman from Jackson, Michigan, went to Parma. And she's going to face Maggie Levier. She's going to roll one over to second base. It's going to hit the glove and get away. And sliding in is the pinch runner for Adrian College, 16, Ventrone. Levier makes her way to second. And that's another St. Mary's mistake in the field. So that should have been out number 3. So that was 16, Emily Ventrone, pinch running for Peyton Russell. Levier with the ground ball to second. Should have ended the inning. But a misplay by Jorgensen allowed Ventrone to score, and in the process, Levier is at second base.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting is shortstop number 25, Carson Malinich.
And now the Adrian College shortstop, Carson Malinich, to the plate. Looking for her first hit of the game. She does have an RBI. Has a fly out today. Hits this one down the line at third. It's a foul ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are some changes in the lineup for St. Mary's. Now pitching number 17, Adrian Yeo.
So with Yeo in the game pitching, they did a catcher change as well. We're going to see Rihanna Vasquez catching now, as this one is high to Malinich. So a few changes during that break. Bulldogs 11 runs on 8 hits. St. Mary's now with 5 errors in this contest. Malinich takes a ball from Yeo. 3-1 to the Bulldogs shortstop. Levier, the runner, at second. 2 away in the top of the third. Malinich takes a strike on the off-speed pitch from Yeo. Just a very, very young lineup for Jordan Walter, the coach for St. Mary's. Freshmen and sophomores all over the field. As Malinich hits one on the ground to short. Nice backhand there. Across the diamond for the final out of the inning. So that's the shortstop. St. Peter making the play. Bulldogs strike for 4 more. It's 11-0 Adrian College. Bottom of the third for St. Mary's to bat when we return. This is Adrian College softball on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt on the call. Josh Mitchell, Gia Avalone, making sure things are A-OK behind the scenes. Adrian College up 11-0 here at the bottom of the third inning. Abby Patton back to work after a team plated 4 runs in the top half of the third inning. 3-4 in the first, second, and third innings. Right here at Adrian College, game 2 of 2 in this MIAA doubleheader contest, as Adrian currently up 11-0. That was the identical score to the first game that took 5 innings. St. Mary's to the dish as Patton fires a ball on the first pitch. It's number 3, Leah Zimmerman, leading off for St. Mary's, the left fielder. Her first at bat in this contest, as she rolls one on the ground into chalk, eats her up a little bit, but makes the play at first base. Ball jumped off her glove and got her in the chest. The chalk made the play, though, for the first out. Well, that's a fear if you're an infielder. You never know how that thing's going to bounce, but the chalk appears to be okay. Again, she's caught many games for the Bulldogs, and she was hit by a pitch earlier in this game. So battered and bruised, possibly, is the chalk. Bulldogs bring the infield in for the leadoff hitter, Jorgensen, as she slaps one to short off the glove of Malinich. Scooping it up as the chalk. There will be no play at first base. So a crafty piece of hitting there for Jorgensen, as she has 2 of the 3 St. Mary's hits this afternoon. The umpires getting together, looking at their scorecard. Heim is ready to hit. Jorgensen, the runner at first, on the infield single. Heim today 0 for 1, playing third base for the Bells. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Patton, first pitch, right there for strike 1. Heim grounded out in the first inning. Jorgensen with 2 hits, Rouch with the other for St. Mary's. Squares to bunt, didn't get the bat back in time, so it's a strike. So it's 0-2 on the sophomore Laura Heim. Righty on righty. Patton ready for the 0-2. Off speed off the plate, didn't offer at it. Good eye for the St. Mary's hitter. Crowds that plate in the right-handed batter's box. Patton delivers. Strike 3 called. To throw to first. Not in time. Looking for a tricky double play, but the strikeout for Abby Patton on Laura Heim gets the first out of this bottom of the third inning. Gia Chauvin is now the batter. 1-2, or rather the first pitch, hit high in the air for Malinich. She'll glove it for the third out here in the bottom of the third inning. So Jorgensen with another hit for St. Mary's, but that's all as Abby Patton shuts the door. We are through 3 at Adrian College. It's the Bulldogs 11 and the Bells nothing. This is MIAA softball on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because
11-0 our score as we play in the top of the fourth inning. As we welcome you back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt on the call. We have Gia Avalone and Josh Mitchell making sure I get on air. Great work. As there's a new Bulldog in the game, pinch hitting. It's number 7, Emma Leonard, sophomore from Troy. Takes this one and rolls it on the ground past the third baseman, but the shortstop is there. Throw to first in time. What a dazzling play over there at shortstop for St. Peter to get the out, backing up her third baseman and recording the out. So Leonard pinch hit for Craig. Now it's Jenna Marasco. 1 for 2 officially in this game. It's a ball outside delivered by Ashlyn Yeo. Again, Yeo, sort of a local product, a freshman from Jackson, Michigan. Not too far away from Adrian. The 1-0 to Marasco. Head on the ground to short again. St. Peter winds and fires and got her by half a step. That's back-to-back sharp throws by the shortstop. 2 up and 2 down in this Bulldog half of the fourth inning. And we go to the top of the order for Taylor Gearhart. She is hitting 1 for 3 in this second game, scored a run. Along with that hit, she has a ground out and a fly out. Hits this one right back to Yale for the out. Add a line drive to that resume. And the Bulldogs go quietly in the top of the fourth. St. Mary's to bat in the bottom of the inning. When we return, it's 11-0 Dogs right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back to Adrian College, the Bulldogs softball field. The quickest inning of the day for the Bulldog bats gets us to the bottom of the fourth inning for St. Mary's College. And a good inning for the shortstop, Hunter St. Peter, and she'll find herself batting leadoff to face Abby Patton in the bottom of the fourth inning. And it's a quick 1-1 count to Hunter St. Peter, the freshman from Traverse City, Michigan. Went to Traverse City St. Francis High School. Patton's pitch is hit on the ground, fouled on the third baseline. Patton with 3 innings of work, just over 30 pitches, 3 hits allowed. No walks, no runs, 1 strikeout today. She's faced 12 Bell's batters. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit up in the air to left center. Ranging over is the left fielder, Marasco. And she will glove it for the out. Loud out number 1 for St. Mary's. And now it is Yeo. Yeo came in to pitch for Nikitka and gets an at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Takes a strike knee high from Patton. It's a wonderful day for softball. Temperatures getting up into the 80s. Just a handful of clouds in the sky. This one's hit on the ground. Slow roller to DeChalk. She'll flip underhand to Russell to record the second out of this bottom of the 4th. Expecting rain here in southern Michigan tomorrow. So enjoy this while we get it. Alexis Rauch now the batter. 3 hits for St. Mary's in this game. She has 1 of them. Patton's first pitch off speed. Fooled her for a strike. Couldn't get the bat off the shoulders for that one. This one's hit on the ground to third. Or no, it's fouled off the foot of Rauch. So it's an 0-2 count on Rauch. 2 away in this bottom of the 4th. Patton looking for an out pitch here. It's a fastball away. A ball and 2 strikes. Rauch waits. Hits it on a line to center. Lupu leaps and makes the grab in center field. A dandy of a play by the senior outfielder. And that's it for St. Mary's through 4. It's Adrian College 11 and St. Mary's College nothing. Bulldogs to bat when we return right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduated.
Hello and welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Ian Wentz. Behind the scenes, Gina Avalone and Josh Mitchell. Top of the 5th inning is Adrian College bats here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Megan Lupu bunts one right in front of the home plate, but a foul ball called. I believe it hit the bat a second time, or the ball hit her when she was out of the batter's box. Substitution in the field, Maddie Duncan, the freshman from Sarasota, Florida, will be in at third base for Laura Heim. Lupu takes a ball. Evens our count at 1-1. Adrian had 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third. no runs in the fourth. We bat here in the fifth. Lupu gets under that one, skies it to short for the out as Hunter St. Peter gloves it. Put together a nice second half of this game defensively, has St. Peter.
Now batting is the designated player, number 50, Abby Hoff.
Abby Hoff, another at bat. The designated player, 2 hits in 2 at bats, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 1 walk for Hoff. Couple of doubles this game number 2. Add that to a home run in game number 1. Quickly a 1-1 count. And this one misses low for ball 2. Hoff, the junior from Auburn, Michigan, went to Bay City Western High School. This one is a off-speed pitch off the plate, 3 balls and a strike. Or it's 3 balls and no strikes. Umpire throws the count up. Here it is. And that's high for ball 4. So 2 walks for Hoff, 2 doubles. And with 1 out in the top of the 5th, Haley DeChalk will get another at bat. Officially 1 for 1 this afternoon. She has scored 3 times, 1 RBI, walked once, and hit by a pitch. So an on-base percentage of 1,000 for DeChalk today. It's going to be a pinch runner for Hoff. It is Mackenzie Johnson, the senior from Ross Township, Ohio. She's going to run as DeChalk takes a strike knee high. One out and 1 on. Top of the 5th. DeChalk takes. It's a low pitch. The throw to second on the steal. And Johnson is in there ahead of the throw. Testing the arm of Vasquez behind home plate. Advantage Bulldogs in that opportunity. So the double play is out of consideration on a ground ball. And it's 1-on-1 on the Bulldogs second baseman. This pitch misses outside. Another inning of work for Ashlyn Yeo. Pitching in relief of Makitka. DeChalk hits this one on the line to left, and the catch is made for the second out. That one was hit hard, but right to the St. Mary's College left fielder, Zimmerman. Makes the simple catch. So with 2 outs, it's up to Peyton Russell to see if she can bring in Johnson, the pinch runner at second base. Off-speed pitch, called a strike. Peyton Russell in this game is 1 for 2, an RBI, a double, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. Off speed off the plate. 11 runs, 8 hits for the Dogs. No runs and 3 hits for the Bells. And golfing this one right to the left fielder is Russell for out number 3. So 2 plays made out there by Zimmerman. Bulldogs done in the top half of the 5th. One more chance for St. Mary's to get this thing within striking distance. It's 11-0 Adrian College. The Bells to bat in the bottom of the 5th when we return. This is Adrian College softball on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome out to Adrian College. Bottom of our fifth inning, St. Mary's Bells to bat as Abby Patton back in the circle for the Dogs. The leadoff hitter for this inning is Maddie Ingolia, the center fielder for St. Mary's. Just her second at bat in this second game. Nice breaking ball by Patton. Came back and caught the plate for a no ball and 2-strike count early on Angolia. Abby Patton, 4 innings of work, 44 pitches, 3 hits allowed, 1 strikeout. Fastball high. Bulldogs up 11-0. Patton just misses outside. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on the St. Mary's center fielder. Vasquez and Zimmerman would be the next two to hit. Slaps this one right on the ground to Malinich. Quickly across the diamond to first for out number 1 of the inning. So retired is the center fielder. And now it is an at-bat for Ariana Vasquez. Freshman from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Righty on righty with 1 away in the 5th. Off speed, just stayed low. One difference in calling the game from field level and here is you don't get the chatter in the dugouts as much. As that one went high, Levier had to stretch out for that one. Save the umpire. Kind of crossed her up. A 2-ball, no-strike count on Vasquez, her first at-bat today. Swings and foul, tips it at home plate. Got a piece of Levier. Umpire takes his time, hands the ball back to Patton. He'll wipe off home plate. Check his phone, wave around at a fan. Nice sportsmanship. So Patton with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. This one rolled on the ground off the body of Vasquez. So makes it 2-2. Breeze blowing in from right field. Sunshine here in southern Michigan. Patton fires outside for a full count, 3-2. And she missed inside for ball 4. And that is the first walk issued by Patton today. She's faced 17 batters struck out 1 and walked 1. So that puts Vasquez at first, and Zimmerman ready to hit as Coach Kaylee Fox of the Bulldogs is out of the dugout talking with the home plate umpire. Not sure what this could be about. It's been a multi-hit day for Hoff. Single hits for Adrian's Gearhart, Lupu, Tachok, Russell, Levier, and Marasco. 3 RBIs for Hoff and Levier. Single RBIs for Tachok, Russell, and Malinich. 3 runs scored each by Hoff and Tachok. 2 by Lupu. A run by Gearhart, Ventrone, and Marasco. As Coach Fox is still out there talking with the umpiring crew along with the St. Mary's coaching staff. They're obviously looking at lineup cards. Could it be about the last at bat by Vasquez? She was a defensive replacement earlier in the game. Or is it about the upcoming at bat? As they continue to work things out, the entire Adrian College fielders are huddled up behind second base. So we are playing here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wish you could be a fly on the brim of a hat of that conversation. Because I'm kind of lost as to what it might be about. Vasquez standing at first base on the walk by Patton, her first walk of the game. And number 3, Leah Zimmerman, ready to go in the batter's box. And then it'd be Talia Jorgensen next. And still they are conversing just outside the left-handed batter's box. Both umpires and both coaches in on this conversation, consulting those lineup cards. Looking at the numbers for the Bells, Jorgensen with 2 of the 3 hits for St. Mary's. Rouch with the other one. As the St. Mary's coaches now going back to their dugout looking for probably some more documentation. I mean, the only thing I could think of, Vasquez subbed in defensively for St. Mary's when they made the pitching change to go with Yeo. So the call is that 11, Vasquez batted out of order. She's going to be called out. And now Zimmerman will bat. Well, we'd have to check the tape on that one, but according to the lineup cards, the Bells batted out of order. And it will now be Zimmerman to bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And Leah takes a strike from Patton, who'd been waiting a few minutes to fire off that pitch. So I guess erase the walk off the stat line for Patton. Zimmerman rolls it right back to the Bulldog pitcher, flips to first for the out. And that should do it for this game number 2. It's a 2-game sweep for Adrian College over St. Mary's. The final score in this game and game 1 was 11-0. Bulldogs with 8 hits. The Bells with 3. Adrian now advancing to 8-4 in MIAA play. And the Bells dropped to 2-8 in conference action. The Bulldogs schedule coming up. They are on the road Wednesday the 30th, 3 and 5 p.m. at the University of Olivet. They return home to finish their regular season May 1st. That's a Thursday, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. home. They'll play Hiram College, and then they will host Kalamazoo College on Senior Day on Saturday, May 3rd, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. for that double header. So once again, the final score for this one was Adrian College 11, St. Mary's College 0. Identical scores to game 1. Ian Wendt, Gia Avalone, and Josh Mitchell right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Have yourself a great afternoon.